Well, good afternoon to you from South Laurel High School Gym here in London, Kentucky. It is the final day of the Legacy Nissan Dribble Drive Challenge. For this afternoon, the Barren County Trojans take on 4th region foe Russell County Lakers at about 12 noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern here in London, Kentucky. Jay Turner with Chad Withrow, courtside here from South Laurel High School. Trojans haven't played well here in this tournament. Hopefully today they'll bounce back with a win to finish out the 2019 part of the basketball season as we head into 2020 next Friday night over at Glasgow for a huge district game. Trojans have lost both games in overtime here, and it was on Friday that the Trojans lost to Bell County in overtime 67-61, and then lost last night to Cincinnati Roger Bacon in overtime 66-59. Now, the way the tournament stacks up now for the third place game today, Owen County will play Bell County, and the championship game tonight, South Laurel, the host school, will play Louisville St. Xavier. And for the fifth place game today, it'll be Lynn Camp against Cincinnati Roger Bacon. But Chad, the main thing is the Trojans need to try to come out of here with a win, end on a positive note as we head into that big district game Friday night at Glasgow.
Exactly right. You get to lose 3 in a row and shaky confidence maybe a little bit going into the Glasgow game, but you don't want to come up here and go 0-3. I mean, we showed spurts of playing well. We've got to find a way to play defense without fouling. We've gotten beat basically both games from the free throw line, and just got to find a way to finish. And I know Coach Cunningham's been disappointed in the execution down the stretch, but today's a new day, and we'll put them on, go again, hopefully better results.
Yep. Barren County comes in 6-4. Russell County is 5-5. Russell County losing Friday to Owen County 52-43, and then yesterday lost to Lynn Camp 63-58. Their next ball game is Friday night at Monroe County. Of course, the Trojans in overtime losing to Bell County 67-61 Friday. Bell County hit 31 of 36 free throws in that game. Barren County was only 8 of 17. And then last night losing in overtime to Cincinnati Roger Bacon 66-59. The Russell County Lakers under third-year head coach Billy Carson, they were 7-24 last season. And they lost to Metcalfe County in overtime in the 16th District Tournament 62-58. It was 2 years ago. They finished 13-21, and they won the 16th District and went all the way to the 4th Region semifinals 2 years ago with a 13-21 record. And then 3 years ago, they were 7-25 and still made it to the regional tournament. Not too many teams with single wins during the season make it to the regional tournament.
Just a lot of times it's when you get hot or has a ball bounce your way and you feed off that for a game or two. So it's not very often you see a team with 7 wins go that far.
And this year, the Lakers have lost to Somerset 66-50. They beat Garrett County 60-30. They beat a very good Greenwood team 64-53, and then lost to Glasgow the next game by 2 points, 51-49. They beat Metcalfe County 57-54, and they played in the Gatlinburg Smoky Mountain Classic last week. They beat Claiborne County, Tennessee 73-62 before losing to Gatlinburg Pittman 74-70. And then a win over Buckhorn by a score of 58-46. The Trojans beat Russell County last year 58-47 in overtime at Russell County. And the Trojans have won 3 straight against the Lakers. In the game last year, it was Scott Ham finishing the night with 13 points for Russell County. And for the Trojans, Aiden Eichen had a big night, 24 points in that game, and Will Bandy added 13. Russell County shooting 44% from the field. They shoot 31% from behind the arc, 57.3% from the foul line, and they average 28 rebounds a game. Their shooting, or their average as points, is 58.2 points a game, and their opponents average 55.1. These two teams will play again on February the 11th toward the end of the season, and it will be at home at Barren County. We'll come back with more of the Zaxby's pregame report in a moment here from South Laurel High School in London. Zaxby's with 2 new adventures to taste. Each meal only $6.99. The Smokehouse Cheddar Barbecue Filet Sandwich or the Southwest Chipotle Filet Sandwich. Get those at Zaxby's. We're 15 minutes away from tip-off of the Barren County Trojans and the Russell County Lakers here at South Laurel High School Invitational Tournament in London, Kentucky. Back with more in a moment. This is Trojan Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in London, Kentucky, Jay Turner with Chad Withrow. We're on BCHS Live this afternoon as well, with Cooper Alls handling it upstairs. Thanks to Matthew Clark and our studios of Nash Icon for running controls for us this afternoon. The Trojans 6-4, Russell County 5-5, as we head into that 7th place game here this afternoon in London, Kentucky. And Chad, we've traveled quite a few miles over the last 4 days.
We have.
Of course, you coaching with the girls team, and the Trojanettes finishing 5th in the 16-team Berea tournament last night, defeating Owen County 61-39. I had it written down somewhere. But finished 5th in the tournament and went 3-1 in the tournament. That one loss to Anderson County, and they ended up winning the tournament, I think.
Great effort by the girls last night. Had a lot, the second game in yesterday, but they had a lot of energy and really, really played hard. We were, as a coaching staff, really proud of their effort and energy they brought just last night. And if we get that every night, we'll be in good shape.
Yep. So we were very fortunate to be able to get every single game on the radio starting Thursday with the Berea Holiday Classic, and then traveling back and forth between Berea and London to carry the Trojans. And that doesn't happen very often. When you cover 7 games in 4 days between 2 sites that are 45 minutes apart, the times usually overlap one another somewhere.
We had
it didn't.
Strange lunch times and some strange supper times together, didn't we?
That's true. We'll come back with more pregame coverage here from London, Kentucky. Well, of course, there's a lot of games still going on this afternoon at other area tournaments and holiday classics and what have you, and so many, just too numerous to mention. It's always brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, caring in a better way day by day. More pregame coverage, Trojans and Lakers here in London, Kentucky at the South Laurel Invitational on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in London, Kentucky at the Legacy Nissan Dribble Drive Challenge, South Laurel High School Gymnasium. And talked about this on the air yesterday that South Laurel has won some state championships in boys basketball. Also, of course, they were consolidated with North Laurel and South Laurel that made up Laurel County back before the consolidation, and they split off. Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah.
You have two schools that combine to one, but I guess it got so big they had to split it up into two.
I wonder how they do that, because they've got Laurel County banners hanging up here. I wonder if North Laurel has them too.
Well, I kind of wonder that, because those look like the original banners.
Right.
And if this at one time was Laurel County High School before they just made South Laurel out of it and then built the new North Laurel School, that might have been the case. But the 2005 boys state champion was here for the South Laurel team, Cardinals. And so they got that big banner.
2005 was the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let's take a look at the starting lineups of this afternoon's game, brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today for the Russell County Lakers under third-year head coach Billy Carson. They'll start Scott Ham, a 6'3 junior, averages 15 points and 6 rebounds. Riley Hadley, a 6'3 senior, 11.5 points and 6.5 rebounds. Jay Milburn, a 6'4 sophomore, averaging 8.5 points and 5.5 rebounds. C.J. Bonfametti, 5'11 junior, averages 4.5, and the other starter is 5'11 junior Clay Anderson. For the Barren County Trojans, under 12th-year head coach Warren Cunningham, assistant coaches Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Jacob Shaw, 6'1", 183 senior, averaging 9.5 points a game. Gavin Withrow, 5'8", 148 junior, 5.5 points a game. Will Bandy, 6'6", 212 a senior, 13 points, 4 rebounds a game. Aiden Niken, 6'5", 204 a sophomore, 16 points, 7.5 rebounds a game. And Tyler Bush, 6', 183 senior, averaging 4 points and 5 rebounds a game. And, of course, in the game yesterday against Cincinnati, Roger Bacon, it was Jacob Shaw and Will Bandy scoring 13 apiece. Aiden Niken scored 10. And Cody Lane came off the bench, had a good game for him despite the loss. 10 points for Cody Lane.
Cody was really good. He was real good, and I'm glad to see it. You know, that kid works hard every day in practice. Hadn't got as much playing time, I'm sure, as he'd like, but he really brought it yesterday. So I say he wouldn't be shocked if he wasn't the first one off the bench today. I don't know. I've not talked to anybody, but he really played well.
All right, we'll come back with a tip-off for this afternoon's game. The Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. And our first quarter of action sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. And, of course, the official sponsor, as always, Scotty's Contracting in Stone. Committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. Back with a tip-off of the Barren County Trojans and the Russell County Lakers after this break, as you're following the Trojans from the South Laurel Invitational Basketball Tournament from London, Kentucky on 103.7 Nash Icon. back here at South Laurel as we're going to have the national anthem played. So stand by. You're listening to 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow. And on the internet at the new 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live tonight. Jay Turner with Chad Withrow. And so let's listen now for our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please honor our nation by standing and moving your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to South Laurel High School here in London. I think we've got some technical difficulties back at the station. Matthew, if you want to take the music off the air.
Welcome to the campus of South Laurel High School for the 2019 Legacy Nissan River Drive Challenge. Our first game features Russell County and Barren County.
Okay, I think we're still on the air. If not, let me know, Matthew, because I can't tell from this end. Trojans being introduced right now, the starting five. Tyler Bush, Aiden Niken, Jacob Shaw, Will Bandy, and Kevin Withrow. The Trojans dressed in gold uniforms this afternoon with burgundy numbers outlined in white. Their bench across the way to our left. And the Russell County Lakers across the way to our right in white uniforms with navy blue numbers and lettering outlined in red. Again, these two teams will play again at home at Barren County on February the 11th next year. Next decade.
Yep.
This is the last game of this decade, of this year.
Ended on a win.
Yep. It would be a positive note to win this afternoon as we head into the Glasgow game on Friday night. We get about 4 days off, and then we get ready for district action once again. The Trojans will go in at 2-0. So will the Trojanettes as well against the Scotties and Lady Scotties. Our airtime 5:40 Friday night, January 3rd, 2020. Hard to believe it's a new decade about to come and a new year.
Seems like it hadn't been that long. Everybody's worried about the year 2000. Everything's shut down. Here we are 20 years later.
That was the Y2K back then.
Yeah, how things have changed in 20 years.
That's right. A lot. Barren County will be coming from left to right as we see it here from the broadcast table. Russell County right to left. Aiden Niken for Barren County. Jay Milburn for Russell County. And the referee tosses it up, and here we go. Control by the Trojans as Gavin Withrow steps in to catch it. He'll set it up for Barren County out front. And looks like Russell County sets up in a zone.
3-2 zone.
Yep. They go in the corner to Bandy. Bandy, skip pass over the left side. Withrow pulls the trigger for three. It's short off the left side of the rim. Comes back to Withrow. Shovel pass underneath, intended for Niken. Out of bounds. So now the Trojans will pick up man-to-man all over the floor, except for the trigger man, and that's Jay Milburn as he gets it into Bonfametti. Bonfametti works it in front court now. Now wants to drive. Goes left side corner to Milburn. Back out now to Hadley. He'll give it to Anderson. Anderson back out front now. Von Fometti. Putting down the dribble is Hadley. He'll give it back out to Anderson. Anderson goes right side to Von Fometti. Von Fometti with a crossover dribble against Bush. Sends it off the left side. Gavin Withrow guarding him. They switch off now. Milburn's got it. Goes back to the left side. And it is Anderson, or excuse me, that's Von Fometti. Von Fometti's 13. Anderson is 3. Right side is Hadley. Hadley works off a screen. Brings it back down front. Little over a minute gone. No score here between Barren County and Russell County. Pass knocked away. They tried to go down low. And looked like Russell County, Scott Ham shaking up a little bit. And Tyler Bush is going to be called for the foul.
Played good defense for a minute. And tough. He's good hustle play there. He's going after them.
Yep. And they whip it, and it goes off the hand of Ham and out of bounds. Ham was the leading scorer last year in the game against Barren County, which the Trojans won in overtime 58-47 over in Russell Springs. No score here. 6:42 to go, opening quarter. Shaw out of the corner for 3. Good. Shaw, that's his 20th three-point shot this year that he's made. Down low, Ham, no good. Gets his own rebound. Back up, blocked from behind. Going to call a foul on Bandy. That's his first and team second. He's going to send Scott Ham to the charity stripe, 6'3" junior that averages 15 points a game. He shoots 56% from the foul line on the year.
Talked about not fouling in the pregame, and already 2 fouls in a minute and a half. So.
Free throw by Ham is good. Makes it a 3-1 Barren County lead. Looks like Ham's grown some since last year.
Big.
He was like 6'6" last year, and he's grown to 6'3".
The whole team is big.
Second shot's good for Scott Ham, and it's 3-2. Now Russell County picking up some pressure in the backcourt, but Trojans break it. Ball went across to Bush, but it was slapped out of bounds by Hadley. Trojans will keep it right baseline. In the left corner, Withrow for 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Bush. Throws it back out to Bandy. Gives to Shaw. He'll go right side wing. 3. Good. 2 in a row. From the right corner that time. And it's 6-2 Barren County. 2 people's bank threes already for the Trojans here. 6-2 ball game. Barren County on top. Over the right side, it goes to Milburn. They give it out now to Von Fometti. Von Fometti working to the right side, hands it back off to Milburn. Milburn goes back to Von Fometti, trying to curl into the paint. He goes over the left side now to Anderson. They'll send it back out to Von Fometti. Gets rid of the basketball to Hadley. Hadley guarded by Shaw. Bounces down low in there to Ham. Works and turnaround shot. Fall away, no good for Ham over Bandy. Rebound to Aiden Niken for the Trojans. Niken, spin move, off-balance shot, no, off the glass. Bush with the offensive board, and it comes back out and straight away, top of the key 3. Good, actually a 2. His foot was on the line. That's Jacob Shaw.
He's 3 for 3 and hadn't hit the rim yet. Every one of them's been perfect. Good start for Jacob.
So Jacob Shaw with all 8 points for Barren County. It's 8-2 Trojans on top. Anderson with a basketball for Russell County. Covered up, gives it to Ham in the right corner. Back out around the perimeter. They go out front with it to Hadley. Hadley knows left side to Von Fometti. Down to the corner to Milburn. And now working with it inside. A shot goes up and in. That was Anderson slashing his way to the basket. And it's 8-4. Quickly down the floor. Aiden Niken trying to muscle it up, and it's no good. Gets his own rebound, back up, blocked, taken away by Milburn. Russell County, they shoot it out of the corner for 3, and it's no good. Long rebound. Withrow's got it for the Trojans. Withrow turns and gives it off to Bandy. Goes inside.
Oh, no.
Oh, he'll call an offensive foul.
That's bad. That was bad there.
Bandy will have to go to the bench with 2 fouls.
That was a bad call.
And so in for Bandy now is Ryan Shirley, 6'1", 181 sophomore. 8-4 the score. Von Fometti over the left side now to Hadley. Hadley sends it out top to Ham. Ham works around to the right side to Von Fometti. He'll give it out now. New player in the ball game, Colby Smith, number 45. He's a 6'3", 230-pound senior. Is checked into the Russell County lineup. Ham's got it out front against Ryan Shirley. He wants to drive with him. Goes in the corner. 3-ball in the air. No good. Crashing the board. Ball comes off. Withrow's got it. Up court it goes to Bush. Bush driving to the basket. Flips it up and in.
Good break there. Good finish by Tyler. Got it out quick. And
got his body turned to where he wouldn't charge into the Russell County player. 10-4 the score. And we got a whistle away from the basketball. Somebody pushed off Jacob Shaw, and it's going to be on Hadley. His first, team's first. Russell County, very familiar team to the Trojans, and they used to be in the 12th region several years ago before they came over to the 4th and play in the same district with Clinton County, Metcalfe County, and Cumberland County.
I had the privilege of opening the new gym, first game ever in the new gym, and we got absolutely destroyed.
Withrow can't get the shot to go down. Here comes Ham with it for Russell County. Pulls up now, gives it over to Hadley, or rather to Von Fometti. Von Fometti on the dribble out front, goes right side over to Smith. Now Smith looking. Across it goes to Von Fometti. He'll give it back out to Hadley. With Shaw really putting the pressure on him, but he's going to drive in. Shovel pass in there to Ham. He broke free, put it in.
Oh, Gavin had to steal. It just went right through his hand.
10-6. Here's almost a turnover. Niken's got it. Niken, a shovel pass underneath the bush. He puts it up and it drops in.
Good pass. Good pass.
Good right across the lane with an easy two. It's 12-6. Barren County, 2:56 to play in the opening quarter. Hadley curls into the lane, throws up the shot. No good. Rebound Tyler Bush for the Trojans. Ahead up to Shirley. Shirley drives against Ham. No good. Rebound by Withrow, and he's going to be fouled hard. And a foul on number 3. And that is Anderson, his first, team second. Tyler Bush checking out the ball game, and Cody Lane, 5'11" senior, had 10 points yesterday. Here's the lob, and Niken easily lays it in.
That was easy.
His
Russell
first two.
County looks a little tired. I mean, they're just not getting back, and we're beating them down the floor.
14-6. Trojans on top. Von Fometti dribbles with the left hand. He goes down in the corner now to Hadley. Hadley bounces down low, and it's lost out of bounds by Smith. Got double team down low, and now Tay Pointer checks into the Trojan lineup. 6'1", 151 sophomore, averaging 7 points a game. He comes in for Gavin Withrow. So right now, Shaw and Niken are the only two starters on the floor for Barren County as Russell County applies pressure. And Shaw breaks the press in the corner. Cody Lane, three-pointer. Got it. Nope, he missed it. Short. I thought it came in there. And my view kind of got blocked there.
Blocked, didn't we?
Yeah. Out front with it is Anderson. He'll hand it off out there to Hadley. Hadley crossover dribble, goes in the lane. Bounce pass over to Smith in the left corner. Now Smith sends it out of the high post. It's Ham working with it. Little pump fake against Shirley. Has to give it back out. Out to Hadley. Hadley wants to drive. Jump shot in the lane. Rims out. Niken up high for the rebound for the Trojans. Niken. Baseball pass down to Shirley. Little pump fake whistle. Got a foul here.
Good pass there again. He's seeing the floor well today. Getting some easy looks for his teammates. Good job.
And Hadley, that's 2 on him, if that's correct.
Yep, that's him.
And so he goes to the bench. And Jay Milburn's back in the ball game now for the Lakers. 1:44 to go here in the quarter. Barren County with a 14-6 lead. Comes out to Niken. He'll give it to Cody Lane. Back into Niken. Working in the paint. Fadeaway shot off the front of the rim. Ball slapped out long and taken by Pointer out at midcourt. Shaw. Runner up and good.
Good play there.
Jacob Shaw with 10 points here in this quarter.
What happens when you make a few threes, they run at you. He did a good job of finishing at the basket.
16-6 the score. Another new player in for Russell County. Here comes Jay Milburn. He'll throw it in the corner. They lose it. They fell down. Smith fell down, and Niken's got it. Feeds it off to Pointer. He'll lay it up. Missed the layup. Tapped up. No good for Niken. And rebound to Milburn. Had a chance there for an easy two. Just couldn't do it. Sanders with the basketball with a crossover. He looked like he walked. Shot no good. Rebound Cody Lane. Head up to Pointer on the right side. Pointer pulls up 15-footer. No good. Rebound comes off to Shaw. He beats Smith to the basketball. Shaw, long range three. No. Rebound by Shirley, falling away. No. And now Ham's got it for Russell County. They're hustling in there.
They're playing hard.
Can't get the shot to go down.
Don't think they like losing 2 in a row. The effort's been outstanding so far.
Bonfametti with the basketball. Bonfametti working against Shirley on the left side with 26 seconds to play. Milburn's going to fire it out of the corner for 3. It's short. Rebound comes off long to Shaw. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Shaw holds up now for the Trojans. Down to 15 seconds to play. Trojans spread it out here. We'll hold it for 1. Down to 8. Shaw trying to make his move. Goes to Niken. He's going to try to beat Milburn to the bucket. Trying to muscle it up. Reversed it up and in. What a move. And that'll do it for the first quarter. It's been a good one for the Trojans as they jump out to an 18-6 lead over Russell County. We'll be back with the second quarter from South Laurel High School here in London and the Legacy Nissan Dribble Drive Challenge on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back to action here. Here's the lob down to Ham. Ham puts it up off the window and in. That's his 6-point. Withrow gives to Shirley. Baseballs it cross court over to Caleb Hester. Hands it off over to Cody Lane. Here's Shirley. Goes down low. Niken, double team. Has it taken away from him by Milburn. And then a reach by Gavin Withrow. He tried to steal it.
Pretty clean from here.
Yeah, it did on this angle.
He was behind the play. The referee was.
Yeah, that's the way some of them are. They're behind the play when they're calling some of these fouls.
Yeah.
Not really a foul. 18-8. Smith with it, long range left. Gives it out to Milburn out top. They go in the corner now to Sanders. Sanders brings it back out. Niken putting the pressure on. He double dribbled.
Yep, he did.
Here's Ham working in the lane against Shirley. Puts it up, and it's going to drop in for him. 8 points for Ham. He's got 8 of Russell County's 10. They've scored 4 straight. 18-10 Barren County. Almost a minute gone here in the second. And they dump it off. Shirley spin move. Has to get out of the lane. Back out to Niken. Free throw line shot. Won't go. Crashing the board is Milburn for Russell County. He walked. Unforced turnover by Russell County. Gives it back to the Trojans with 6:49 to go here in the second quarter. Second quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op.
Let's go, Cole! Let's go, Cole!
And Niken's going to get a break now for the Trojans as Tyler Bush back in.
Shaw back in.
Jacob Shaw handling the point. Goes to Bush on the left side. Dribbles, curls into the key. Goes in traffic. Flips up the shot. No good, but draws a foul.
Boy, Tyler.
And trying to check the number, who the foul was on. 45? Smith. His first, team's fourth. Tyler Bush at the line. 2 shots. First one is up, and it comes off. Will Bandy's on the bench with 2 fouls. Back in for Russell County is Briley Hadley. He's playing with 2 for Russell County. And Bush puts this one up, and it rims in. 5th point of the ball game for Tyler Bush. It's 19-10 Barren County. 6:36 to play, first half. And here's Hadley driving to the bucket strong. He missed the shot. Rebound to Withrow. Withrow angles off right and holds up, throws it back behind him to Shaw. Shaw drives the baseline, throws up the runner, no good. And rebound to Milburn for Russell County, and he falls down.
Oh, he called a foul.
He lost his footing. He absolutely lost his balance and went down.
There wasn't nobody around him. Wow.
Cody was halfway up the floor. 19-10. Barren County with a 9-point lead. Here's a diagonal pass to Milburn. Goes back out to Sanders. Sanders goes right side with it in the corner. Here's a three by Hadley. No. Rebound in there by Ham.
Killed each other on that one.
Ham is in a trap in the corner and throws it long the left side over to Sanders. Sends it straight away to Anderson. Right side is Ham. Ham now putting down the dribble. Throws it back cross court. Oh, it was tipped away but caught in the corner. Here's a three in the air. No good. Ham puts it back up and in. It shot over the rim, and Ham was there to put it back in. 19-12, Barren County. Longest lead has been 12, but it's now 7. And here's Tyler Bush in the lane. A little fadeaway shot won't go. Tapped underneath, and Ham grabs it for Russell County. Anderson goes right side with it to Milburn. High post Ham. Leaves it off with Sanders. Three in the air. Got it. He only averages 3 points a game. And knocks down the tray to pull Russell County to within 4 now. 19-15 after the Trojans took an 18-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. Now been outscored 9-1 here in the second period.
Yeah, we get good shots. We've just missed some at the basket. You know, we've again fouling that last one. I don't know what he was looking at, but
I don't know.
That's the way it goes. I mean, Cody was. Unless he kicked him on the way by accidentally or something that I didn't see, but it looked like he was pretty good ways past him, and he just kind of twisted his ankle. But got to get back to getting some easy layups. We were pushing the pace, and now we've kind of gotten to a half-court game, and they're bigger than we are, and they're kind of making us pay.
Aiden Niken back to the court. Got Tyler Bush, Caleb Hester, Jacob Shaw, and Gavin Withrow on the court. Now Shaw gives to Withrow out front, getting some pressure. Now trying to go back to the right. Oh, it's picked off by Milburn. Tried to go to Niken with it. And then it's swiped away by Withrow. He tried to tap it back in bounds. It stays with Russell County. 3 minutes gone here in the second. Barren County up by 4, 19-15. And Russell County's Anderson will toss it in. They lob it out to Milburn. Milburn at the left elbow. Now drives, works against Niken. They give it in the corner to Hadley. Hadley will give it back out now to Anderson. Anderson hands it back to Milburn, going right. And now Hadley, a little weave going on out there. Von Fometti's back in the court. Von Fometti spinning to the free throw line. Left side it goes to Anderson. Back out to Von Fometti. Von Fometti working against Caleb Hester. Hands it back off to Anderson. He's going to drive, throws it up, and going to get a foul. They put it on Hester.
Yep.
First foul on him. 6 on the Trojans here in the first half of play. And the free throw is missed by Anderson. He'll have one more shot. Mason Griggs is checked into the Trojan lineup. 6'1", 138 sophomore. In for Caleb Hester. 4:33 to play in the first half. Here's the second shot on the way. No good. And rebound to Tyler Bush. Getting some pressure now. That pass knocked up in the air, trying to throw it over the top, and it's a layup that is no good. And crashing the board was Griggs, and somebody came from behind over the top and fouled him. Hadley, 3 on Hadley. So he will have to come out. He's still in the ball game right now. I'd take it to him. And here is Niken inside. Got it. Tough shot. 6 points for Aiden Niken.
Good move there and finish over 2 people.
Yep, 21-15 the score. 4:05 to play here in the first half. Von Fometti with the basketball for Russell County. Goes left side with it. Down the hand, going baseline. Oh, that should be, that's a charging foul. Niken taking the charge.
Guess we're even now. I mean, That was almost a no call.
And Ham's first personal, number 6 on the Lakers. It evens the fouls up. Ryan Shirley back in the ballgame now for the Trojans. Here's Jacob Shaw trying to get out of a trap, and he stepped on the sideline. 3:51 to play here in the second quarter.
That's where they want you to go there, up that sideline, where basically you got 3 defenders, and he just ran out of real estate.
Ball comes into Von Fumetti for Russell County, picked up in the backcourt by Griggs. Gets a double screen out top, dribbles left side, throws it off to Milburn, and it goes through the hands of Ham, and Shirley's got it for the Trojans. Shirley driving against Ham, throws it up and in off the window.
He didn't want to foul. I don't know. I know he's got one foul, and he didn't want to pick up that second. Ryan took it right at him.
23-15. It's back up to 8 for the Trojans. 3:25 to play here in the first half. Anderson bounces it off to Smith. He'll go to Von Fumetti. Long range right with Griggs on him. Out top is Milburn. Fakes the 3. Now moves in for a 15-foot jumper. That's good.
Good move there.
Faked out Aiden Niken.
Went for the shot fake.
Yep. 23-17. Shaw dumps it into Niken. Fires it down to Griggs. Little pump fake goes up. Shot blocked out of bounds. Had 3 tall Lakers around
Well,
him.
if he catches it cleanly, he gets a layup, but he just a little,
Kinda bobbled
little
it.
fumble.
Yep.
Gave them a chance to recuperate.
Ball comes out to Shirley. He'll give it to Withrow. Left side, Shaw. Back out to Withrow. Right side, Shirley. Sends it back to Withrow. Back out to Shaw. Bluffs the 3. And whistle. Got a foul.
Hooked him with a knee. Getting a little better job there attacking the zone. Got into some gaps and dribbling in. We want to settle too much for not moving the ball and dribbling into the gaps. That time, much better job and got a foul.
Yeah. Trojans in the bonus now. That being the 7th Laker foul of the half. And Jacob Shaw, an 80% foul shooter. Scored 10 points in the first quarter. And the free throw is up. It's good.
Having a really good game here early.
Those 2 threes back in the first quarter gave Shaw 21 trays on the season so far.
Something we were missing last year. He's really been a big boost in that area for us.
24-17. And the bonus try for Shaw is in the air. Good again. 25-17. 8-point Barren County lead with 2:45 to play in the first half. Von Fumetti getting pressure from Griggs. They're calling for overguarding, I guess. And that'll be the team 7th on the Trojans. And Cody Lane coming in for Mason Griggs.
Seems like sometimes they'll let you guard like that, and other times, I mean, they may have had a hand on him, but I don't know. I'm not going to say much more.
Yeah.
It don't do any good, does it?
Von Fumetti, 63% foul shooter for Russell County. And he got the first. That's his first point of the ball game. 25-18 Trojans. And bonus try for Von Fumetti. And he rattled that one out. Niken with a rebound. Gives to Withrow. Goes over to Cody Lane in the middle of the Niken. Niken fires it down the corner. Here's Shaw for 3. And it's no good, but he gets fouled.
Wow. 3 shots.
Smith called for the foul. That'll be his second. Team's 8th. And 3 shots for Jacob Shaw. We'll have to do some housekeeping duty first. 2:31 to go here in the second quarter. Barren County 25, Russell County 18. Trojans had a 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 18-6. And Russell County trimmed it to 4.
Had a lot of energy today. I mean, we've really got after them, and not that we haven't the last 2 games. It seems like we've got a little extra boost in our step.
Of course, Russell County had a big win over Greenwood by 11. That's the second week of the season. First shot good for Jacob Shaw. And
Played Glasgow within 2.
2 points. Lost to Glasgow in the next game that week. 26-18. Ooh, and that one comes out. He'll get one more.
Here we go.
It's on the way, and that's good. Nothing but net.
Jacobs having a big half.
Yeah, he's got 14 points here in the first half. 27-18, Barren County. Von Fometti gives it over to Anderson. He's in a trap, back to Von Fometti. Being chased out there. Now they go left side with it to Ham. Ham goes right side. Coming off the screen, Von Fometti in the corner. Here's a three, and it is no good. Ham getting the rebound, puts it back up and in off the glass. Ham with 12. He averages 15 a game.
We didn't even have anybody really there to rebound.
Yeah. Here's Shaw making a move. Has a shot blocked. Try to dribble into traffic, and coming back with it, Russell County. Von Fometti goes right side over to Milburn. Milburn, a long-range right. Cross-court pass comes to Von Fometti. Down in the corner to Anderson. Anderson throws it back across over to Smith. Back out perimeter. Diagonal pass left side. Anderson. Anderson bounces down low. Working in their hand with a spin move. He puts it up, and it's no good. And we get a whistle and a foul. Let's see, or is it jump ball? Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Trojans. And Niken went to the deck. Russell County, number 42. Jackson Smith, 6'3", 230 senior, in the ball game. And it's Barren County's basketball. They try to pressure it, and it comes up to Cody Lane. He'll bounce it out now to Withrow. Back to Cody Lane. Here's Shirley, turnaround jumper from 12. It's off the back iron. Rebound to Milburn. 1:10 to play here in the first half. Barren with a 7-point lead, 27-20. Smith with the basketball. Hands it off outside to Sanders. Sanders is Withrow trying to reach around to poke it away. It comes to the left side, and we're going to get a foul on Cody Lane. His second, team's 8th. Going to put Milburn at the line for one in the bonus.
That is his second, team's 8th.
Tate Pointer checking back to the Trojan lineup for Cody Lane.
Those kind of fouls there are just the ones that you just shake your head at, and unnecessary. 30 feet from the basket. I know he's trying to make a play, but sometimes you're better off just playing straight up, guarding real well.
Milburn is a 62% foul shooter on the year for the Lakers. And the shot goes up, and he missed it. Rebound to Shirley. That'd have been a foul right there, but no call.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes they'll call them like that. Sometimes they don't.
Pointer trying to make a move. Can't. Right elbow. It's Niken. Niken spin move. Trying to go up against Milburn. Going to have to get out of the lane. Back to Pointer for three. Go!
Look good all the way. We had a good angle at it.
Yep.
Big shot. Good shot.
Peoples make three for Tate Pointer. That's his 13th three-pointer of the season for the Trojans. And the Trojans now back up by 10, 30-20. 23 seconds to go here in the first half. Smith has it in the right corner for Russell County. Comes out to Sanders. He gives to Ham on the left side out front. Now Ham back out to Sanders. Withrow up, putting the pressure on him. Sanders wants to drive. He'll throw it up, and he rolled it in. 30-22, going to have to hurry. Here's Pointer, going to have to hurry, get the shot off. Not going to get it off. And that ends the first half of play. The Trojans are up 30-22 over Russell County here at South Laurel High School in London. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill as you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon. Halftime here in London, Kentucky. Jay Turner with Chad Withrow. The Trojans up 30-22 over Russell County here at the South Laurel Invitational Tournament. 7th place game today. Trojans led 18-6 at the end of the first quarter, but were outscored in the second quarter 16-12 by the Lakers. First half scoring for Russell County. They had 8 field goals, 3 of 7 from the charity stripe. 12 points for Scott Ham. He scored 8 of those 12 in the second quarter. 5 baskets, 2 for 2 from the foul line. Also 5 points for Jared Sanders, a 3 and a 2. 2-point basket for Jay Milburn. Clay Anderson also had 2 points in the first half. He went 0 for 2 from the line. And 1 point for C.J. Von Fumetti, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Colby Smith and Jackson Smith saw action but did not score in the first half. For the Barren County Trojans, 11 field goals in the first half, and 3 of those were three-pointers. Barren County was 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. Jacob Shaw with a big first half, 14 points. He had 4 baskets. 2 of those were three-point shots, and he went 4 for 5 from the foul line, all those in the second quarter. All of his baskets in the first quarter and all of his free throws in the second quarter. 14 for Jacob Shaw. 6 points for Aiden Nyken on 3 baskets. 5 for Tyler Bush. Couple of field goals and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. 3-pointer for Tate Pointer and a Ryan Shirley 2-point bucket. And that was the scoring for Barren County in the first half. Will Bandy went to the bench early in the first quarter and did not return.
We missed his size in there. You know, they got several offensive rebounds, and they're big up front, and we need him to stay on the floor.
Halftime report is brought to you by Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business during 2019. And if you still purchase gift cards, you purchase $25 in those gift cards, you get a $5 bonus card from Colton's. There's so many games on tap today and over the weekend that just about every team in the region played somewhere, both girls and boys. So you can look at all the teams in the 4th region with 17 teams, 34 teams altogether, counting the girls, and they played at different sites. I mean, there's just no way to keep up with all the Coca-Cola scoreboard update. But we'll get back to a regular routine Friday night when the Trojans and Trojanettes travel over to Glasgow for a big district doubleheader.
It'd be a big one.
Very important
big game. Yeah, you want that 1 seed. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but a lot of times, you want to give yourself the best chance to win that first district game going into it, and off to a 2-0 start for both teams, and we could get with both of them Friday night on the road. That would really be big on going to win the district.
Because it won't be an easy week next week. Following after next week's what I'm saying, after the Glasgow game.
No.
Because you've got Bowling Green and you've got Warren Central in the same week. And it's at Bowling Green, and Warren Central is homecoming on Saturday night. Of course, the Trojans will play at home against Adair County on Friday night. It's a boys game only.
Yep.
A week from Friday. So, we get back in the regular routine for 2020 and part of the basketball season. I want to remind you that our broadcast is brought to you in part by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with financial planning. Other games here today to finish out the last day of the Legacy Nissan Dribble Drive Challenge. After this game between the Trojans and the Lakers, it'll be the 5th place game between Lynn Camp and Cincinnati Roger Bacon. Lynn Camp lost to South Laurel 59-35 and then defeated Russell County 63-58 yesterday. Cincinnati Roger Bacon lost to St. X 77-49, then beat the Trojans yesterday 66-59 to set up that game. And then the 3rd place game will be between Owen County and Bell County. And Owen County, the way they've done in the tournament so far, they beat Russell County 52-43 and then lost to South Laurel last night 66-50. So Owen County and Bell County, of course, beat the Trojans in overtime 67-61 and then got beat by Louisville St. Xavier by 4 points yesterday, 61-57. So for the championship game tonight, it's the host school South Laurel taking on Louisville St. X.
Should be a good one. I was a little shocked that St. X only beat Bell by 4. That just goes to show you, though, you can't compare scores.
That's true.
I say should have beat Bell County and then Roger Bacon gets just absolutely annihilated by St. X, and then St. X turns around and only beats Bell by 4, and Roger Bacon and us was an overtime game. So different night, different results. Kids play good one night, not so good the other. So, but main thing is we need to hold on this next 16 minutes and go home with a win.
That's true.
Everybody will feel much better.
Absolutely. 30-22 here at halftime. Barren County leads Russell County, and we'll come back with the second half after this break. This is the South Laurel Invitational Legacy Nissan Dribble Drive Challenge from London, Kentucky on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back courtside at South Laurel High School here in London for the second half. The Trojans and the Russell County Lakers. Foul situation that first half. Barren County's Will Bandy picked up 2. Cody Lane had 2. 1 each on Gavin Withrow, Tyler Bush, Mason Griggs, and Caleb Hester. And for Russell County, 3 on Briley Hadley and 2 on Colby Smith. 1 each on Scott Ham and Clay Anderson. It'll be Russell County's basketball. Starts the third quarter. This third quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Trojans going back with the original starting 5. Will Bandy's going to start the second half. Aiden Niken, Tyler Bush, Jacob Shaw, and Gavin Withrow. And for Russell County, it'll be Ham, Von Favetti, along with Smith starts the second half. That's Colby Smith. He's in for Hadley because he's on the bench with 3 fouls. There's a traveling violation out front by Clay Anderson. And Barren County will get the basketball. Let's see if they extend that lead back up to at least 12, because that's what it was at the end of the first quarter, 18-6. Right now, a three-pointer would put it back up to an 11-point margin.
Looks like they're going a little chaser.
Chaser on Shaw.
Yep.
They play a kind of a triangle.
Yep.
Actually, it's a diamond and one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go into Niken. Niken had it smacked loose and stolen. It's Von Favetti with it on the left side. Driving in, has a shot blocked, but a foul. Not sure if it's on Bush or Niken.
Could have been both of them. Tyler.
And so that will be his second. Team's first the second half, and that's going to put Von Favetti at the line for 2 shots. He's 1 for 2 there today. First shot is on the way, and it's good. 30-23. Trojan lead is at 7. And Von Favetti back of the line. And his second shot is up, and it comes off. Rebound to Will Bandy. Didn't get Will going here in the second half.
Yes. Another offensive threat that we really need.
Shaw Going off the screen from Bandy. Throws it over the cross over to Withrow. Withrow lobs it back over to Niken. Feeds it down to Bandy. Baseline shot is good for Will Bandy.
Good ball movement there.
Yeah. Barren County 32, Russell County 23. Almost a minute gone here in the third quarter. Von Fumetti with the basketball. Trying to find Anderson. Can't find him. Goes left side with it over to Milburn. Back out to Von Fumetti. Goes right side over to Anderson now. Anderson bounce pass in the corner to Ham. Now Ham, one dribble, throws it back out and around the perimeter. They go to Milburn out top. Back over to Ham on the right wing. Ham wants to drive into the paint and has to throw it back out right side. Three-pointer in the air, no good. Niken claims the rebound for the Trojans. Aiden Niken, long bounce pass, bounced off Withrow, comes out to Shaw for a three. It is no good. Bandy with the offensive board, back up with a hook shot, no, off the front iron, and Bush trying to go back up, go to a travel.
He did. Great hustle, though. You can't fault Tyler's effort and Will's effort. Just great hustle play.
Just couldn't get the shot to fall. Couple of good looks there with Shaw's three-pointer, and Bandy with a hook shot just wouldn't go down.
Tyler just kind of got off balance a little bit.
And
got a lap full.
Yep, you did. Russell he didn't fly over the top.
Uh-oh.
Now what do we got?
I think a fan's going to be ejected.
Uh-oh. Not sure what situation is. Somebody pointing over to this side of the floor. And the official can't take the heat.
One of our fans have been asked to leave the premises. So
ball comes out to Withrow. Withrow's going to set it up for the Trojans. Left side it goes to Niken. Feeds in the middle. Shaw dumps it off to Bandy. Reverses it up and in.
Good finish.
Bandy was going up the baseline, made the cut. Now an 11-point lead for the Trojans at 34-23. Von Fumetti. Foul on Withrow. His second, team second. That looked like the player walked with it. Von Fumetti gets it out to Sanders. Sanders will work against Withrow now. Gets it across the line. Behind the back dribble. Backs away. It comes in the back court. Stolen away by Shaw.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And one of these officials needs a lesson.
That ball was done 2 dribbles before he called and give him the timeout.
Terrible officiating. Terrible officiating. .544 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County with 11-point lead, 34-23. Sanders will toss it in for the Lakers. Sanders looking. Trying to get it in bounds. Knocked away as Bandy tried to go for it. And Ham out of bounds.
Good hustle. Kind of fired us up a little bit.
Yep.
We can't be too, we still got to be under control and not
keep your head on,
and not foul. Sometimes you're thinking you're playing hard, but you foul. So
right. Ball comes underneath the Niken. He puts it up. He's fouled by Ham. That's his second. Team's first of the second half. Aiden Niken been struggling at the free throw line at 45%, and he missed that one. Aiden Niken with a second shot. It's on the way. Rattles and stays. Matches the largest lead for Barren County. It's 35-23. And Von Fometti gets it across the timeline against Jacob Shaw. Working one-on-one. Spin move. Throws it off to Milburn for three. It's an air ball. As Bush got knocked down. Here comes Niken. He's going to take it to the rack. He'll flip it up. Got it. A foul on Milburn.
Good move all the way. Good rebound. Will got it to him, and really not much resistance by Milburn. He just kind of flailed at him and fouled him, and they scored.
And Russell County wants a timeout. They finally put the basket up on the scoreboard. 37-23, the largest lead of the afternoon for Barren County. So we take a People's Bank timeout.
A lot of energy. I mean, we've at least we've channeled it in a good way. You know, the calls maybe going against us a little. One of them, that there shouldn't have been a timeout, but, you know, you got to play through that, and we've really channeled it into the good energy instead of losing our composure. We've ramped it up on defense and getting some easy baskets, so it's good to see.
All right, and it's going to be a free throw coming to Aiden Niken. Try to complete an old-fashioned three-point play here. 37-23, Trojans. 5:22 to go in the third quarter. Niken at the charity stripe. Shot is in the air. Good.
Two in a row. Good to see.
10 points for Aiden Niken. 15-point Barren County lead, 38-23.
Cannot let them get back in the game. Just keep playing.
Yep. Von Fometti curling around, going to the lane, dumps it off. It comes out to Sanders for a three, and it's going to be no good. Rebound to Shaw for Barren County. Shaw stops, shovels it off to Bush on the left side. Feeds it in there to Niken. Niken's going to fire it. 17-footer off the mark. Rebound to Von Fometti. Von Fometti on the dribble out front. Wants to take Shaw one-on-one. Moves in with a shot. No good. Foul. They're going to put it on Shaw. Von Fometti using his body.
Yep.
Shaw's first, team's third. And Von Fometti at the line where he's 2 for 4 this afternoon. Shot is in the air. Back in. 38-24. Riley Hadley's on the floor now, and so is Anderson. Back in for the Lakers. Von Fometti puts this one in the air, and it's going to come off the rim. Niken with a rebound. Shaw works it into the backcourt. Bounce pass in the corner to Bandy. Bandy trying to get out of the trap. Cross-court pass too high for Withrow, and it goes out of bounds. .433 to play here in the third quarter. 14-point Barren County lead. Von Fometti working across the key, and then Bush tried to reach in to tie it up. And they're going to call a foul on Tyler Bush, his third, team's fourth. Cody Lane will come in to replace Tyler Bush.
And we've done a good job of rebounding. Three guys up there all the time going after the defensive rebound. Kept them off the offensive glass here early in the third.
As a pass comes out to Von Fometti. Von Fometti working against Cody Lane. Reversing back to the left side. Lane staying with him. A little switch off. They give it to Hadley. Traveled. Bounce pass comes to Withrow. 4:10 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County up by 14, 38-24. Withrow works it to the left side, reverses back right. Backdoor pass comes to Shaw. He'll lay it up and in. steal. Shaw leans in for the shot. He goes in, and they have called an offensive foul. My goodness alive.
Basket went in, too.
That's going to be 2 on Jacob Shaw, 5 on the Trojans here in the second half. Devontae Grayson, 6'3", 240 junior, checking in the Russell County lineup for the first time, comes in for Jay Milburn. 3:53 to go, and a 40-24 lead for the Trojans. 16-point lead. That's been the largest of the ball game so far.
I love our energy. You know, we've really got after them, made them up.
And they
like
throw it away.
Right there.
Yep, he wasn't even looking for the pass.
They're wanting to get rid of it out of their hands as quick as possible, and that's just because of the pressure.
And they brought in
24.
Colton Feast, a 5'9" freshman, number 24. His first action today for the Lakers. Comes into Niken. He turns. He's going to go strong to the bucket. He'll lay it up and in. I mean, he blew past everybody.
They played the handoff.
Now what do we got? What's the deal with this one official?
Sure.
I don't understand it. Puts the Trojans up by 18. And this one official can't take the heat. He just cannot take the heat from the crowd.
I'm not sure what's going on. Somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. .345 to go. Here it's 42-24.
I've never seen that before. 2 guys being thrown out.
I don't know what's going on.
I didn't hear nothing that time.
I don't know. Russell County's basketball, and it'll be Hadley to toss it in. Ball comes into Von Fometti. Von Fometti working against Withrow. Going to drive. Goes down low, spin move up, and it's no good. Rebound claimed in there by Cody Lane. He'll give it off to Shaw. Shaw, left side over to Withrow. Thought about the 3, moves in. Underneath, and a foul, but should have been a foul, but no call. Here's a loose ball, and Ham threw it away. Withrow's got it, and he lost it. Back to Lane, back to Withrow. Scoops it up, and into the foul.
Great hustle by Cody there.
Feast called for the first and third team foul of the Lakers. Shot goes up, and it's no good. Rebound to Ham. 20-point lead for the Trojans with 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. And there's a Euro step by Ham. 14, here's Cody Lane with a jumper from 15 to the left side.
That's good to see.
46-26 Trojans. Feast in the backcourt against Withrow. And then he picks his pocket, goes for the layup. It is no good, but he gets fouled by Feast.
Timeout, Russell County.
Russell County with the TO at 2:48 to go in the third quarter. Barren County 46. Russell County 26. And I don't understand this about the officiating. When you've got a guy that keeps looking up at the crowd instead of doing his job like he's supposed to. I've never seen 2 fans ejected.
I didn't hear what was said. We scored and he stopped play. I'm not sure what happened.
But anyway, we've got 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. And Barren County with a 20-point lead, led by 8 at halftime, led by 12 at the end of the first quarter.
But one good thing about it, it really has gotten us going. And we had great energy the first half, but almost like we've come out here the first two games, the second half, and been basically lethargic and not much energy. But this has kind of sparked it a little bit. So it's good to see us channel it in a good way. Now we just got to make free throws.
Gavin Withrow, 2 shots. First one in the air, good. Makes it 47-26. Second shot on the way, rim's good. 48-26. Barren County, 2:46 to play in the third quarter. Working with it in the backcourt is Feast. Gets it across the line, goes right side. Now needs some help. Throws it back out front to Von Fometti. Von Fometti trying to drive strong. Throws it off the baseline to Ham. Ham walk. Here's a shot going up off balance. Good. 16 for Ham. 48-28 Trojans. 2:25 left in the third period. And Shaw handles the point. Leaves it off with Withrow to set up. Bounce pass, left elbow. It's Niken. Bounce pass down to Bandy. Here's a shot going up, in and out. Rebound to Ham for Russell County. Takes it up the left sideline. As Cody Lane trying to stay with him. Hadley spinning back left. Trying to go strong to the bucket. Puts it in and draws a foul. Hadley's first 2 points on the afternoon.
That is his third, team 6.
Cody Lane's third personal foul, number 6 on the Trojans. Russell County has 4 here in the second half. An 18-point lead for Barren County, 48-30. And Hadley is a 63.5% foul shooter on the year for the Lakers. Shot goes up, it's good. 48-31, Barren County with a 17-point lead. Shaw gives it to Withrow, lobs it back to Shaw, goes left side with it to Hester, goes it to Niken, he'll put it up, it is good. Took 2 of them with him. Niken with 14. 50-31. Feast in the backcourt with it for Russell County. Works against Withrow into the front court right side. Behind the back dribble. Almost picked off there by Hester. And here comes Hadley down the lane. Flips it up and in.
Getting beat off the dribble right to. We're kind of gambling a little bit more than we should be right now.
50-33. Hester skip pass right corner. Shaw goes baseline. Goes under. Puts it up and in.
Good move.
18 for Jacob Shaw. And it's 52-33. Barren County with a 19-point lead. Feast driving. Goes down low to Smith. There's a collision, an offensive foul. And taking a charge is Jacob Shaw. Oh, maybe a wet spot there underneath the basket.
He lowered that shoulder right into his chest.
And that is the... Was that Colby Smith or...
45.
Okay, 45. Colby Smith. That's 3 on him. And 5 on the Lakers in the second half. And Billy Carson, the coach of Russell County, has brought in Devontae Grayson. Here's Shaw, cross-court pass over to Hester, feeds it down in there to Niken. He puts it up. Oh, it came off the rim. Offensive rebound, though. Underneath, it's Niken taking it to the rack. Almost dunked it and gets fouled. And he had his hands up on the rim. He was determined to get to the basket.
Yep, good move. Missed the first one. I think Pointer got the offensive rebound, gave it back to him, and he went in strong and finished.
54-33. Niken puts it up, and it comes off. 2 for 4 today. 54-33. 21-point lead for Barren County. Hadley gets rid of it over the right side of Grayson. Grayson behind the back dribble, trying to work against Niken.
He did. Elbowed him, kneed him kind of with his knee.
And on Niken, that's his first personal, number 7 on the Trojans here in the second half.
I'd be afraid to say too much about the fan. You might have to finish the game outside.
Throw the radio guys out, huh? That has happened to some radio crews before. Got to be a little more professional.
Yeah.
Grayson puts it up, and it is no good. Niken rips down the rebound. Tay Pointer Over to Shaw. Shaw trying to penetrate. Back over to Pointer in the corner. 3 in the air. It is no good. Tapped up, and Caleb Hester pulls it out. Gives it back to Pointer. Straight away with a 3. No good. And a rebound to Shirley. Shirley trying to go back up with it. No good with the left hand, but he draws a foul. Very active on the boards.
Yes, much better this half on rebounding than we were the first half. We can bring this energy every night. We'll win a lot of ball games.
As his first, team 7.
17th foul on the Lakers in the second half. Ryan Shirley at the line. 2 shots. First one on the way, and it's no good.
Still got to get better at the free throw line.
We're only
there.
4 of 8
Man.
from the charity stripe here in the second half. 54-33 Trojans with 23 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Ryan Shirley puts this one up, and it's in and out. Rebound to Hester, but we're going to get a foul as Smith went to the deck.
He just cleared Aiden out. I mean, it was like a right guard blocking for a running back.
He probably plays football for Russell County.
Bonus.
That's going to be 4 on Colby Smith. And 18 fouls on the Lakers. Aiden Eichen. 1 in the bonus.
Take your time, put him in.
In their defense, officiating is not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want that job. Not in this day and time.
But you can't listen to the crowd.
No.
Maybe something was said that shouldn't have been said. I don't know, but
Now, if you had 3,000 people in here, that would not
it
happen.
wouldn't have hurt it.
You know.
Yeah, but the fans also have to realize there's not many people in here, and you got to watch what you say.
That's true. And Niken hits both free throws. 56-33. That's the largest lead for the Trojans now at 23 points. 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Feast needs some help. Gives it off to Grayson. Grayson on the dribble. 8 seconds to play. Out to Smith. Smith takes it right side, trying to muscle up on Shaw. And almost took it away from him. Shaw ripped it away. And here's Shirley going to have to get it off. Can't get it off in time. And that will do it for the third quarter. But it's been a big one for the Trojans. They scored 26 in the third period. And Russell County scores 11 in that third period of play. 56-33. Barren County leads it. Back for the fourth quarter after this break on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back to the fourth and final quarter, brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Jay Turner with Chad Withrow. Trojans up by 23 over Russell County. Hester threw it away. And here comes Russell County down the middle of the lane. Scoop shot up, no good. Tapped up, no good. Ran a rebound, loose on the floor. Niken picks it up, races down the floor with it for the Trojans. Niken all the way to the rack, lays it in. They're going to call an offensive foul. Don't you have to have enough room for the guy to come down?
Yeah. He was right underneath the basket. Tough one there.
That'll be the second foul with Aiden Niken. He's going to come out of the ball game. 8th Trojan foul of the second half. And I'll be honest, there's a lot of calls that one referee has made that I just can't agree with, and throw 2 of our fans out because he can't take the heat.
I'm not going to say anything because I want to finish the game sitting here beside you.
You know, I'm just saying.
Didn't say I didn't agree
Everybody's
with you.
on it has their opinion.
I didn't say I didn't agree with you. I just said I just didn't want to.
Anyway, comes into Ham. He'll give it off to Anderson. Anderson will bring it up against Gavin Withrow. And here's Von Fumetti driving strong and kicks it out to Grayson. Grayson now. Milburn will fire a three, and it rims off. Grayson with a rebound, back up and in, and a foul.
We just kind of stood and watched.
Yeah.
No one went after it.
So Grayson gets the bucket, and the foul is on Ryan Shirley. His first, team's ninth. 56-35 with 7:19 to play.
We've got to go after it. What I keep telling the girls, you have to go after the ball. You can't stand and watch it.
And I would say this guy probably plays football too.
Well, he's a
6'3",
well-built
240
guy, isn't he?
Yeah. And the shot goes up and he hits it.
Good touch on his free throw.
And it is 56-36. Comes to Withrow on the near side. In the middle to Ryan Shirley. Shirley driving strong to the bucket. He got fouled.
Yep.
Grayson will be called for the foul. His first, and that'll be number 9 on the Lakers in the second half. And Ryan Shirley for 2 shots. First one, no good. And he'll have one more. Shot is in the air. Good this time for Ryan Shirley. 57-36 Trojans, 7:10 to go in the basketball game. Von Fumetti with the basketball for Russell County. Sends it out around the perimeter to the right. It's Ham. And here's a lob down inside there to Grayson, and he puts it in. 57-38. Bandy with the basketball on the left side. Feeds it in there to Shirley at the left elbow. Dribbles away toward the corner. He'll throw it back out in the lane. Here's Withrow. Puts it up and in. And a foul. Wasn't sure what they was going to call there.
Foul, wasn't it? Got a lot of body, but it's a late call.
And Grayson picks up his third personal foul. Withrow at the line. Shot goes up. Good. He's got 7 points this afternoon. 60-38, Barren County. Von Fumetti in the backcourt. Cuts back left. Hands it off to Milburn. Curls into the key, and he collides with Ryan Shirley. And calling with a block. Looked like Milburn may have lowered the shoulder, but Milburn will be at the line for 2 shots. Milburn 0 for 1 on the afternoon, 62% foul shooter. And the first one is good for Milburn. Briley Hadley checking back into the Russell County lineup. Ryan Shirley checking out for the Trojans, and Corbin Murphy, 6'2", 238 junior, checks in to the Trojan lineup. 60-39, and Milburn back of the line for one more, and it's going to pop out and rebound to Will Bandy. Pass to Murphy on the right side. Back out to Withrow, penetrating. Here's a floater in the lane. Good. 9 points for Gavin Withrow, all in the second half. It is 62-39. Milburn with the basketball, working against Murphy. Sends it out to Anderson. Fakes one way, goes the other. Goes to the basket, and a foul on Bandy, I think it is. Number 3 on Will Bandy. And 2 shots coming for Clay Anderson, who's 0 for 2 from the stripe today. First one is good. 62-40.
Still a lot of time left, 6:10 and 22-point lead, but as we've seen, nothing's safe. So
right. Second
playing.
shot's good.
Playing.
Just keep putting the
ball
foot on the gas
basket.
and let it go. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout with 6:10 to go. We'll take the People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank working for you. We have 6:10 to play. Barren County 62, Russell County 41. As the Trojans and Trojanettes in action Friday night at Glasgow for a 15th District doubleheader. Girls game at 6 o'clock with the boys game to follow. We'll be on the air at 5:40 from Scotty Gym on Friday night. Yeah, first games of the new decade.
New decade.
Gavin Withrow will toss it in to Jacob Shaw. And a 2-2-1 half-court trap.
They keep trying this, and we've really...
Yeah. There's a pass down to Bush. He'll give it out to Bandy. Fadeaway 15-footer, no good. Popped out. Rebound to Hadley for Russell County. Swatted away from behind by Withrow. He tried to save it in bounds. He called a timeout.
Yeah.
Heads up play by Gavin Withrow. 5:53 to play. And another People's Bank timeout. Stay tuned for the post-game report. Brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours.
Been a good half, or both halves finally. Put two halves together so far. And, you look at Russell County's scores, beat Greenwood, played Glasgow within two, and we've really got to pressure on them, and that's really bothered them. Yeah, I can see how if you let them get in a half-court game with their size and 44, his name, I can't remember his name right now, but he's a good player in there. And Ham, yeah. He's hurt us, and but we've really made them uncomfortable with just our pressure and getting after them.
Yeah, they beat Greenwood by 11 points, 64-53. Then lost to Glasgow by 2, 51-49.
You don't want to get in a half-court game with them, I don't think.
In the middle, Bandy in the corner. Back out from Withrow to Shaw. Bandy out to Bush. Hooks it over to Withrow. He'll try it from 12 to the right side. Bounces off the rim. And tried to battle for the rebound was Murphy and Bush, and they lost it, and here comes Russell County.
We knocked it away from each other.
Yeah. Von Fametti out to Ham. Ham back out now to Von Fametti. Spin move, left side. Stolen away. Withrow comes up with it. Ahead, up to Bush. He'll go under and lay it in. For the assist, the Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris assist. 5:05 to go, 64-41. Inside, here's Ham putting it up and in over Bandy. He's got 18, and it's 64-43. Just under 5 to play. Right side is Withrow. Sends it out now to Shaw. Shaw working left side of the floor. In the corner is Bush. Double team, fires it back to Withrow. Lost the handle. It would have been an easy two right there, but he did gather it, and now Withrow will throw it back out to Shaw. Shaw back left side over to Bush. Now Bush straight away back to Shaw. Shaw wants to break in the lane to the free throw line. Back out to Bush. Just be patient here with the basketball. 4:30 to go. And now Shaw cuts back in the lane, throws it over to Bush and out to Withrow. Now gives it to Shaw. Back to Withrow. Withrow trying to work his way into the right elbow. Gives it off to Bandy. Bandy, top of the key. Hooks it back left over to Bush and back out to Withrow. Back over it goes to Shaw with 4:10 to play. Barren County with a 21-point lead. Bush with it on the left side. Bush curls into the lane. Bumped into Murphy trying to go up with a shot. Rebound taken by Ham. And it's stolen away. Bush has got it. Bush will hold up now.
Good decision there.
And he'll get rid of it off to Withrow. Bounce pass in there to Murphy. He puts it up and in.
Good pass.
Corbin Murphy in the scorebook for the Trojans. 66-43. Barren County, 3:38 to play. Milburn throws up a shot, and it banked in, falling away about 15 to 17 feet out. And a foul on Corbin Murphy. So Milburn gets his second field goal of the game. Ham checks out for Russell County. So does Von Fametti. They've got number 4. That's Grant King, a 5'9 sophomore. Also coming in is Colby Smith for the Lakers. And for the Trojans is Mason Griggs and Cody Lane. Also Aiden Miller is checked in, 6'4", 190 freshman. And here's Milburn's shot. It's up, and it comes off the rim, and Cody Lane with a rebound. 3.5 minutes to play. Barren County up by 23, 66-43. The Colton Stevens in the ball game now. Left elbow out to Mason Griggs. And now here's Cody Lane, jumper from the right corner, short, and Murphy, little pump fake, puts it back up and in. It draws a foul from behind by Milburn, I think it is.
Yep.
And we'll go get more changes in the lineup here as Lane Stevens checks in. 6-foot sophomore. Corbin Murphy at the line. Back-to-back field goals. Free throw. Good. 69-43. That stretches the lead out to its largest. 26. 3:12 to go. Russell County with the basketball. And here comes Hadley driving, going to the basket. Blocked from behind by Aiden Miller, and a foul. And that'll put Hadley at the line. Scored 5 points in the third quarter. 3:07 to play. Shot goes up. It's good for Hadley. 69-44. Second shot, rims good for Hadley.
Looks like we're going to end the old 2019 on a good win.
Yes.
Give the kids some positive note to go back home on and get ready for Friday night.
Right.
Both teams are going to go home on a positive note.
Yep. 69-45. The Trojanettes winning yesterday, winning 3 and losing just 1. Trojans here finishing out with a win. Here's Aiden Miller. Had it stripped out of his hands and loose on the floor, and then it's knocked out of bounds with 2:45 to play. 69-45. And it's Grant King with the basketball. King sends it over the left side to Smith, dumps it down low, and a shot put up and in by 22. Ferguson. Clay Ferguson getting the bucket. 69-47. And Stevens had it ripped away from him, but there's Lane Stevens. Cross-court pass over to Mason Griggs. Drives a baseline, goes across the lane. In the corner for Stevens. The 3 ball, no good. Mason Griggs rebound, 1 dribble, go back up, and it's blocked out of bounds by Ferguson.
They got 4 kids in there now. It's probably 6'3", 6'4", or taller.
Mm-hmm.
Big lineup for Russell County.
And 2:10 left. They feed it underneath, and there's Miller trying to go for the shot, and he gets fouled. And it's on Ferguson. And Aiden Miller at the line for 2 shots. First shot goes up, no good. He'll have 1 more. After this game, it's Lynn Camp and Cincinnati Roger Bacon for 5th place. 3rd place game, Owen County and Bell County. And then the championship later this evening, South Laurel and Louisville St. Xavier.
Hope to be home by then.
I hope to be home as soon as possible.
Been fun, though.
Yeah, Miller back of the line, and the shot goes up, and it's good. And they got some wet spots on the floor or something. I'm not sure because of the rain outside. I wonder if there's any leakage in the roof.
He failed just throwing the ball inbound, didn't he? I want nobody hurt, that's for sure, here in the last 2 minutes, either side.
Right.
It's been a rough physical game. It really has. I'm sure both teams will sleep good tonight. They really got after each other. But we really, really brought the intensity today. And I feel like if we'd have brought this same intensity the first 2 games,
I think we could have probably been in the championship tonight.
Waiting to play a little later, but that's the way it goes.
That is true. King with it for Russell County with 2 minutes to play in the basketball game. Goes left side with it to Nathan Lawson, who's just checked in. Smith with it on the right side. He'll go down in the corner now to King. And slapped out of his hands by Stevens and out of bounds. And it'll be King to toss it in for Russell County. Gets it back from his teammate. They work it down inside. Here's a shot put up and no good for Ferguson. And battling for the rebound was Murphy. And a player from Russell County. Here's a spin move and a shot put up and in by Smith. Jackson Smith, 70-51. Colton Stevens gets it in front court, lobs it over to Mason Griggs. He'll throw it up and in off the window.
Good finish there. Good strong finish for Mason. He'd get him going again, playing better. Early in the year, he played really well.
And the player fell down. Smith's got it out front. Smith looking for help. And gives it back out front now. And almost a steal there. It is a steal. Here's Colton Stevens. Left-handed layup. Got it.
Good move. Good effort there.
74-51. Down to 1 minute to play. Russell County with a basketball. And a pass almost thrown away. Smith had to go chase it down here on the near side. Hands it off out there to King. Around the perimeter, they go down low in there to Ferguson. He's double teamed, loses a handle, scooped up off the floor by Stevens.
Good defense there without fouling, straight up, and made him do something he wasn't comfortable with, and he turned it over.
Colton Stevens with 30 seconds to play, and a 23-point lead for Barren County at 74-51. Give it out to Lane Stevens, back to Colton Stevens, 23 seconds. Trying to get away from his defender. Throws it over to Mason Griggs. He's being pressured. The Trojans hang on to the basketball here for the final 10 seconds. And it's Colton Stevens with it. 9 seconds to play, and they're just going to stand there and let the clock run out.
Good effort,
Trojans,
good win.
Great win today, 74-51 over Russell County, as the Trojans improve to 7-4 on the season. And Russell County falls to 5-6 on the year. We'll come back with a post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities after this break. This is Trojan Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.